This happened about 2 years ago in 2023 when COVID was dying down and I was 18 or 19 when I moved into a new house with my girlfriend. The house had 3 bedrooms and a big porch where you could just sit down and chill. The backyard was small with a trampoline that we were going to take apart and give away to some charity, so we had more backyard space. A few months later, we took it down and shipped it. The night we did, I heard footsteps from the backyard going onto our porch, and then they stopped. Then it sounded like it was climbing the wall. I heard this noise, tap, tap, footstep, footstep, over and over about 15 times until they stopped right at my window. My heart and mind was racing by that point, thinking of logical reasons for those noises. A bird, a bat, even a small land animal climbing up my outside wall. But that wouldn't explain the footsteps. And then came the knocking over and over and over again. Tap, tap, tap. I looked at my window, but even though my blinds were semi-see-through, I couldn't see a shadow through the darkness. I squeezed my eyes shut immediately, waiting for hours in darkness, with only knuckles taping at glass to keep me awake. In the morning, when orange light burst through my blinds, the tapping stopped immediately. I got out of bed and looked out bravely and saw something that still haunts me today. It was a very long, lanky arm with a really pale-looking hand, and it seemed to be wearing a tattered suit. I saw the arm being dragged around the corner off my porch steps, but I couldn't see the body or anything else, as it was already around the corner. I closed the window, but of course I did the thing that starts all horror movies. I forgot to lock it. When I told my girlfriend about it, she didn't react strongly and just said I was hallucinating because I was tired from the 12 a.m. late shift at work from the night before. 6 months later, I was sitting on my sofa watching TV as my girlfriend was with her friend somewhere when I heard the footsteps on the roof right above me. I knew it was the long man again and of course was terrified, but it was on my roof and what harm could it do if it were there? And that's when it dinged. I have a second floor and I don't usually open windows, so I'm not really used to locking them. So then I panicked and ran out of my house, frantically running to my neighbor's house and started spamming their doorbell. Fortunately, they were home, and the extremely pissed-off wife answered. I yelled at her to call the cops because someone broke into my house. As she ran back in, I looked back at my house to see half of its face peering from below the window with its eyes looking straight into mine. Or that's what I think it was trying to do. It didn't have eyes, just the sockets. Its hair was just about 10 strands of hair going in all directions and very pale skin that was the same color as its hand. My neighbor came back saying that the cops were on their way and that it would be about 5 minutes. Once the cops came, they searched the house, coming back saying that they didn't find anything other than the open window and asked me to come with them to see if any valuables were taken. So I did, and nothing was gone. The police told me that it was probably a burglar that got in, didn't find anything up there and heard me downstairs, so decided to get out empty-handed rather than risk getting caught. But I knew that a burglar does not look like that long man did, and I knew it wasn't looking for valuables, but something more gruesome.